Once over lightly or sunny side up, Shannon Sontag enjoys any style egg. In fact, eggs have a very special meaning for Shannon. Every time she smells one sizzling in the frying pan, it reminds her of how much God loves her.
When she was about 10 months old, she had allergy, and they weren't supposed to be done on a 10-month-old baby, but for a 2-year-old child, and they came out really positive that she was absolutely, you know, allergic to a lot of things, especially eggs and dairy products and furry, fuzzy things, a lot of things like that. And it was really hard because you really don't know what to do. And you bring her to different doctors and they say just have her do without if possible. And that's what, you know, we try to keep everything away from her as much as possible.
I'd always be laying on my back, just laying on my back so I wouldn't cough, and sometimes laying on my face.
As her mother, and you look at her breaking out with a rash and being so miserable, how did you feel?
It was bad. It was, you know, she was your child, and you know that she didn't want to feel that way. You try to do something about it, so the best thing you could do is just hold her and rock her because she didn't sleep that much. She only slept 2 hours a day, so that means 22 hours a day you were up with her. And in feeling that, you just try to bring her to every doctor you could and pray along the way that someday something would happen.
And one day something did happen.
Well, one day she was getting ready for bed, and she just happened, you know, she was asking me for an egg 3 days before, and I just explained she couldn't have it, and time and time again I would say, no, you can't have it. So on the third day, she says, it's all right, God will make it all right. And I said, wow, you know, I says, the faith of a child, you know, and I didn't know if it really would, because there are so many things that are much, much more important. I didn't know if God was really going to make this little tiny thing happen for her. And that's when I was watching the 700 Club, and that's when Ben came out, and just at that time I'm thinking about this dumb old egg, and you know, how in my life, you know, it's such a silly small thing that there are so many more important things. And then Ben just said, he had a word of knowledge about just something like an egg. You know, he didn't know what it was, and he said there's something to do with an egg. And I just says, wow, you know, that must be for Shannon.
And it was for Shannon. Her allergic reactions to eggs immediately and completely disappeared.
When I give Shannon eggs now, she's really excited about it, and she gets right into it, and it's like, gee, all kids, she couldn't, and now she can. And it's because God cared.
Why do you think God would heal you so that you could eat eggs?
Because we're all special people, and he really loves us, and he loves us so much that he doesn't want us to be hurt and be sad.
The fact that God cared about Shannon and her allergies to eggs, just think what he'll do to anybody else.